Hi, this is Justin Thompson. I'm here to welcome you again to How the Walking Dead Should Have Written It. Last week I told you that there's a horror movie you should check out called The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Hopefully some of you watched it. If you didn't, that's sad. But this week I'm going to do the same thing. This is a horror series, kind of. Kinda? Sorta. Nosferatu is what's this week. If many of you people have heard of Nosferatu, surely lots of people have heard of it, but it's one of the best horror movies ever made. It's actually one of the first vampire movies that was ever made, and it's very, very fucking creepy. Once again, I am coming to you from a beautiful forest in Georgia. It is a nice, foggy morning. Ooh, ambiance. Anyway, so we are here to discuss what happened last night on The Walking Dead and what I think that they should have done differently. Just like last week. You remember that, folks. In fact, what did I say last week? You kill Maggie. That's right. You kill Maggie. That's right. You kill Maggie. And now Glenn is a shattered soul. Okay, so we're going to step from that point to my fantasy season of The Walking Dead, which is basically what this whole video series is about. What I'd like to see happen. So once again, this video has spoilers. So for anybody who did not watch The Walking Dead last night, I'm going to give you 3 seconds again. 2, 1. There you go. If you're still here, you obviously watched last night's episode. If you didn't watch last night's episode and you're watching this video, you're just ruining it for yourself, which I can't be held responsible for. Okay? Okay. This week's episode is about Morgan and Carol. You know, the Milo and Otis of The Walking Dead right now. They're just off on their own little adventure. They're going all over the place and not with the rest of the group. They're Milo and Otis in it. Dog and cat living together. Aww. This week's episode opens with a zombie fight scene. Carol's hurt. Basically, Morgan and these other group of people are fighting off zombies. Sure, keep that in my season. Why not? Then eventually, they get to a city known as the Kingdom. It's weird to me that in a lot of like post-apocalyptic things, that nothing ever has a real name anymore. It's always just the base of everything. Like if there's ever an evil organization, it's called the Society or the Group or the Hand That Binds. It's never something that's like the Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets are evil, and they're coming to kill all of us. Blue Jackets. Anyway, we get to the Kingdom, and we get to meet King Ezekiel. King Ezekiel, that's right. King Ezekiel is a black man with dreads and a tiger. Looks something like this. Oh, not really. That's just a really cute tiger I wanted to show you. Isn't he adorable? Now, the tiger actually kind of looks like this. Oh, shit. See the way that tiger's looking at me? He looks like he's eyeing me from across the bar, like he's like, yeah, you gonna get it. You gonna get it rough. Anyway, enough about my fantasies with tigers. And here's where we start to do some stuff a little bit different, okay? I know that King Ezekiel is in the comic books. But here, why not do something to just ridiculously piss everybody off on the show? You did it last week, let's do it this week. Instead of King Ezekiel being black, Let's just whitewashing for no reason, okay? Maybe you'd have some type of big clown-looking dude who's very loud. Oh, God, not that, not that. Jesus Christ, not that. Stop it. Stop it. No, we don't need to bring any of that shit into this, okay? No, fuck you, editor. Stop it. Give me something with dreads. Okay, there you go. How about that? Okay, how about ICP? Wouldn't that be funny? I think it would. I think it'd be hilarious to have King Shaggy for no reason whatsoever. Instead of having a tiger, he has a bunch of mangy-ass cats. Because why not? Those things look creepy, don't they? Seriously. Look at that image right there and tell me that's not unbelievably fucking creepy-looking cat. Now imagine 120 of those things. Ah! So the king goes on to tell them that they have a band and they have a choir. Well, not a band, a guitarist, really, and a choir. And you know what? I gotta ask you something, show. How come this is set in Georgia? Atlanta is one of the hotbeds of stand-up comedy in the entire nation. There's not been one stand-up comic on this show. Not one? Not one of us survived the apocalypse? Telling me Clayton English won't survive the apocalypse? Come on, look at that dude. He works out, all right? He can survive, okay? I would think it'd be great to have Clayton English on the show. Come on, get Clayton English on the show. And then Carol is trying to escape. But I'd like Carol to completely accept the kingdom and be okay with her stasis for once. Carol never seems to be all right with where she's at, ever. She's just like, over there's better. Over there's better. She's like one of those criminals who reoffends just so they can go back to prison because they don't understand the outside world. But it's different from her. She doesn't understand the confined world and needs to be outside. I want her and Morgan to build a life. Or whatever. Don't. You know what? Screw it. Yeah. Her and Morgan are together. Fuck it. Why not? I mean, we got Michonne and Rick over here. Why not Morgan and Carol away from here, all right? She hasn't had a love interest, like, forever. Like, and the one love interest she had was a bastard. He beat the shit out of her. But now, somehow it gels. It gels, and we get Morgan and Carol. This is really hard to do with a tennis racket on your shoulder. But it's stuck. Okay. Then the show goes, and we got Carol watching Morgan do Padawan training to Benjamin. So Carol meets up with, in my season, King Two Dope. We're gonna do it. Why not a juggalo, huh? Well, juggalo roachy. Why not? Why? Why not? I mean, we don't have juggalo. Like a juggalo or two ain't gonna survive the apocalypse. Come on, juggalo zombies. Wonder why that hadn't become a thing. The king's like, well, what if you went but you didn't go, you know? And she's like, no. And everybody else is like, huh? So that was kind of the end of the episode. What if Carol just fucking kisses King Two Dope too? Why not? Why not throw a love triangle into this shit? Because we haven't had a love triangle in a long time. There was one love triangle one time, and that was Rick and Lori and Shane. Excuse me. Whatever. It's been so long that I forgot. The guy that did this. The guy that just did that with his head all the fucking time. I've never seen a person do this to their head more that didn't have fucking lice. Jesus Christ. And you're bald. Dude, you were bald. How could your head itch that much? At the very end, Morgan drops off Carol at a house. She kills a zombie, buries the zombie, starts a fire, and then the king comes knocking on the door going, "You should try one of these apples, man. Come on." With the tiger. So right there, automatically, even not in my fantasy season, that made me think, oh, Ezekiel's going over to Carol's house for the pachow, pachow, pachow. Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's how I would have written it. Please like this, comment on it, share it. Please do that. It really helps me out a lot. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at JustinComedy1. Can't follow me on Vine anymore. Fucking Twitter assholes. And I'm also on Instagram at AfroDragonHero. And you can follow me on Facebook. I'm Justin Thompson on Facebook. Please like my fan page, by the way. I know that I have a regular page and I have a fan page. Please go like my fan page. That would be so awesome of you, wouldn't it? But that's how I would have written this episode of The Walking Dead.